guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing $3 store DIYs, so let's get started. For the first one, I am using this bucket as well as a vinyl cutout that I cut out on my Cricut machine, and some brown, red, and black paint, and also a sponging brush. So the first thing that I do is I mix up my paint in a little jar, a little bowl, because I want to create a rustic look around the rims of the bucket and kind of all around the bucket as well. Next thing is to transfer the image, and I am using Dollar Tree clear shelf liners to transfer the image. I find that they work pretty well, almost as good as the Cricut transfer paper. My vinyl is off of Amazon. I think it's called Oracle. I will have it linked in my Amazon store if you want to check it out. And I cut out this farm fresh eggs with a little rooster or chicken on it. I think it's a chicken, yes. Roosters don't have eggs. And then I transfer it over to the bucket. I think this bucket would look great filled with some fillers like paper or even foam, floral foam, and then topped with eggs, because you would need a lot of eggs to fill this bucket, or just some fresh flowers or some fake flowers too would look good for spring. I just love decorating these buckets. I think they are so versatile, and you can make them into really any type of design. You can use them for Christmas, for fall, and just transfer a different image on them. So I love the way this turned out. I do need to weed out some of the vinyl still, so that is what I'm doing now. So if this is your first time stopping by my channel, my name is Sonja, and you are watching my DIY channel. I share tons of dollar store DIYs, as well as furniture makeovers and trash to treasure upcycles. So if this is something that interests you, I would love it if you consider subscribing, pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. I will also have my other channels linked in the description box if you want to check those out. So I am now following along with that paint, and I dipped the paintbrush in all three colors, kind of mixed it up, and I think this looks absolutely amazing, creating that rustic look like this bucket is old and well used. I also follow through with all over it, and then I just take a rag and just soften it up by wiping it down a little bit. I did go a little too heavy with wiping at the bottom, so I do reapply the paint again on the bottom a little bit. This just made the bucket look a little bit dinged up and rusty in certain areas. So here it is, and I absolutely love the way it turned out.
This 1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never.
For the next project, I am using this wood square that I am cutting in half. I just tried it out first before I turned the camera on, just to make sure that it worked. So I just find the middle, and then I cut it down just using a craft knife, and then I trim it if need be with those little shears. This was quite easy to do with a craft knife, so I don't think you need anything stronger, and this craft knife that I'm using is fairly dull. So once I have cut 3 of them in half, so this gave me 6 pieces, I follow with some green and soft pink paint, and I paint all of them in alternating colors. Have you guys had a chance to check out some of my IGTV videos over on Instagram? You can find the link to my Instagram in the description box. I have been sharing some of my dollar store hauls. So there's a Dollar Tree haul, there's a Dollarama haul, and then there's a brand new dollar store that we've discovered around Christmas time called Your Dollar Store and More. And I have been stocking up on some of the DIY supplies, crafting supplies, and picked up some pretty amazing things. So make sure you head on over and check those out. They are over on my Instagram. I feel that they do much better over there than on this channel, so I've decided to share all my hauls over there. So I'm now waiting for the paint to dry before I start stenciling, but I am using white chalk paint to stencil on Easter.
Lost outside of nowhere, a stormy rain tried to wash away the dream. Staff wanted scissors worn outside, and the diner's name is California.
Then using that rusty color, I distress the edges, just giving them that vintage look, a little bit aged look, and I do the edges and then I just do a little bit over top of the whole thing. And I love the way this made it look like it's been around for a very long time. So once they had a chance to dry, I glue them together, and I want them to be staggered. No particular way, just so they're staggered. And I glue them together. I was thinking that it was gonna be enough, but then I realized they were too wobbly. So after I was finished gluing them together, I glued the rope, and then I added garden sticks at the back of it, just to keep it a little bit more stable and not so flimsy.
This California weather, it's like 90 degrees. It's making me hot, and he has the same effect on me. It's just something about the way that he's making me feel. My insides are out, I just want to shout his name.
Love the way this turned out.
I want to run through his hair, but I'm trying not to stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hate him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy?
Moving on to my next project, I'm using this bunny that I picked up at Dollarama, and I'm removing this little bow that it had, and also the glue from the bow, just popping it off so it's a smooth finish on top. And then I give it a pretty good coat of white chalk paint. I want to make sure that that yellow is not showing.
Without letting him see, my hands are shaking from the urge of being with him. I act a little dumber when I try to get his number. I'm so nervous that I'm losing grip of myself. My body's giving up on me.
Once the top is done, I also paint the sides. I do not paint the back of it. Then again, I go in with that rust paint that I had used in my first project, and I added to the edges, so black, red, and brown, and I just again added to the edges just to make it more antique, give it that more antique look. Now tell me something, would you just leave it as is now, or should I add the ribbon? I do go ahead and add the green ribbon. I just tie a bow and hot glue it to the neck. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it with the ribbon or if I'm gonna take it off. I don't mind the way it looks with the ribbon, so I left it, but let me know what you would do. So here it is. I think it turned out absolutely adorable, great for my decor, which I can't wait to share with you over on my home channel. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.